Do you know what I like to do when I get invited to be on Dr. Beckett's podcast? I like to look at some baseball cards. I have two special rare pieces I want to share with you. This first one is a 1930 Blue Ribbon Malt Premium. These are scarce. They also made them in 1931. Now, Blue Ribbon Malt was a malt in a jar. See, during Prohibition, it was illegal to sell alcohol, but you could sell the ingredients to make the alcohol. So malt was used to make beer. Now, Pabst Blue Ribbon became known as Blue Ribbon. It wasn't their official name because I believe it was in the 1800s. When they were making their beer, they would wrap a blue ribbon around the bottle, and it became known as Blue Ribbon. It is speculated that the Blue Ribbon Malt Company chose that name because of the popularity of Pabst. Now, Pabst eventually, shortly after this, bought the company. But they made these premiums, and they're unique, and I'll show you why. This is Rogers Hornsby. Now, this premium comes on a backing. It's a gray backing, which is awesome because the photo's perfect. You can see on the back. It's unclear how these were distributed. It's believed that you sent in for them, but that is not known for sure. Now, these are very rare. PSA has only ever graded 3 of these. Now, some of you who watch me, I know you'll be going on to eBay and looking around. There is one right now. It's a SGC2. But I have to tell you, it's selling for over twice what I paid for this. And I got this from Chris Sewell, baseball collector, investor, dealer, in that order. Now, for those of you who like numbers, this got a 1 because there are pinholes in all 4 corners. The SGC2 that is on eBay is, the backing's pretty jacked up on it. The photos on it a little crooked, and the backing looks either like it's wrinkled or trimmed, to be honest. So I'm thrilled with my pinholes, especially because it's on the backing and not the card. Does that make numbers stupid? Probably not for you, but for me it does. All right, I got this. These are surprisingly rare, and they are the 1964 Bazooka stamps. And quite honestly, I didn't even know about them until about a year or 2 ago. A lot of people think they're the old top stamps, but they're not. They're Bazooka stamps. This is Sandy Koufax and Camilo Pascual panel. Now, PSA has only ever graded 6 of these panels. 6. And they've only ever graded 14 total of Sandy Koufax by himself. So, PSA has only ever graded 20 total with Sandy Koufax. I had picked up the Clemente and the Drysdale I have shown you in the past. So glad to add the Left Arm of God. Hey, that's what I have for you, but I'll show you this one more time. This beauty. 1930 Blue Ribbon Malt Premium. And I have something really cool coming. I found an old newspaper ad for Blue Ribbon Malt, and it has baseball players on it. An old cutout I got, real cheap, but I'm going to display them together. So that's what I have for you. As always, thanks for hanging out with me. I gots to go.